Judge Street Tunes.
It is exactly 4 minutes. We'll talk it as Zakavako Kusawa Tano is Amachagona Koraledo. This is the time of the day when we get to know what's happening around us in the country now. Mukono locals protest as the municipality acquires sound level machines to target noise in churches.
People are really angry at that. This microphone is so far.
And then also, of course, also besides that, the Soroti City MP demands over 181 million from voters who dragged him to court and they lost. And also experts call for regular dialogue as suicide acts are very many among the youth and
Youths are just killing themselves front, left and center. Stress, depression, esteem. Yeah, those are some issues.
And as the world is on the verge of another pandemic, most of the countries have been affected by the monkeypox.
Do we call it a pandemic, really?
It is.
It is.
Some countries are considering to lock down.
Over monkeypox?
Yeah. It is in Uganda.
No, monkeypox is not as bad as COVID-19.
Have you seen the pictures of monkeypox?
Yeah,
it is airborne. It is deadlier.
It's not airborne. It is direct contact with someone. That's how somebody gets.
Why do we have to put on masks?
Masks are for COVID.
Masks, the monkeypox.
Pamela,
no. Guys, let's give you the details. Katsokere Mukono, locals protest as the municipality has acquired sound level machines to target noise.
Mukono municipality is tired. According to their mayor, is called Erisa Mukasa. He says they are tired. There is a lot of noise coming from churches, and these churches are where people reside. Like a church opens up within a community where people are staying, and there is noise from morning to evening. So they decided to purchase this machine. It has a microphone. It has a preamplifier. It has a signal processor. Now all these contents help to regulate the sound level. It is above 85 decibels. If it is above that, your church might be closed. So, according to the mayor, Mukasa is there explaining. But the locals are not happy, especially the believers who go to church. They're saying, why are you targeting churches? There are bars that are making noise. There's sound drives. There are so many places making noise.
That was going to be my next question. Do you know the sound that comes from these bars?
Hello.
Tujja kuba following tunanyigayo nga basatu oba 10 kijja kubanga bafuuka ekyokulabirako eri abantu abalala.
Lwaki mu byonna byonna basoose kutunuulira amakanisa gaffe nga drive gyeziri ebweru ebivulu bikeesa ze ziyamba nakookoko ku bantu kati ng'abamu obutakuba butayimba obutanywa mwenge obutarepinga baana kifo kya muwendo nnyo.
Waliwo ebifo ebimu ng'ate bisingako oba oliawo ne kanisa okola ki okuleekaana mu kibuga kati ng'amabaala ebifo nga drives zino ezikuba kakati wentunuulira ekintu ng'ekyo nze mba sikisapootinga okuggyako nga bakikwasaganyiriza wamu ne bagamba nti kakati n'abamabaala nabo bagendeyo ne bana aba drive nabo bagendeyo.
But actually, there's a noise, pollution law in Uganda.
Yeah, there's a Noise Pollution Act in Uganda.
According to the National Environment, Noise Standards and Control.
It's a 2003 act.
Exactly.
It's supposed to monitor because of the health of people. Apparently, according to World Health Organization, noise can cause loss of sleep. It can cause hypertension because of elevated blood levels. It can cause which other illness? I was reading here so many diseases that it can actually
apparently
cause.
According to this act, any person who contravenes the sub-regulations commits an offense.
Yeah.
So kusiba for noise pollution.
Yes, they can close you. They can even close down your business.
Yeah.
So the municipality has invested. That machine is 7 million shillings only. So they've invested 7 million. They have bought the machine and now they are going to start targeting.
Some people need to have this machine, like in their neighborhoods, because some people, especially
neighbors, there are those annoying neighbors who feel there.
Besides the music, there are also very many other ways how people make noise.
Yeah, there are many ways people make noise. Even these construction sites.
These even single boys that Gabacha Azaku weekend. Me, there's
the noise of what?
There's somewhere I was renting. That's not called noise. The
Which
sauti.
one?
The
Which
sound.
Which sound?
Huh?
Which sound?
Sound, sauti. Sound.
Hey.
Hey.
Of two people or one
Yes.
person?
Some people are always more than two. These days,
Oh my God. Hey. So even that sound needs to be regulated. It can.
It's also part and parcel of noise pollution. I don't my name is Ugo Jaffe. Have you been to these places where you guys share like one roof? Yeah, they just stratified
No
the
ceiling.
home. Kati ngoli ne wabera ku simu ng'ayogera ngali kukamba.
Owulira.
Biyitamu eri kati
Yeah.
imagine weekend ng'etuuse.
You just tell that person, just be quiet.
I
You
remember
don't
you also
enjoy
have your
quietly.
turn.
Be silent.
You also have your turn. Your turn is coming.
Hey.
Your turn is coming.
But there's a noise that is so annoying, irritating to the ears. That is even a forced sound.
I
You
know.
Sometimes we forced sound.
I know,
also.
especially on the side of the women.
Hey.
When someone is saying things that are unreal, and you're like,
If at the end of the day I'm seeing some kamani, I have to make that noise.
yeah, you had to involve it.
Hey, auntie, then that's the goal.
Anyhow, away from that game, Soroti CTMP has demanded over 181 million from the voters who dragged him to court, and guess what? They lost.
Yeah, they lost the case. There are two voters in Soroti City West Municipality. His name is Jonathan Ebwalu. So these two members, Anne Grace Ameko and Donald Okwasi, challenged his victory. And they went to court saying that he bribed voters. So the court case went on until just 7th of June recently, this week, when the court dismissed the case and ordered, and they expected to pay about 181 million in damages to his lawyers. Now, Ebwalu says he has no mercy. Whether they are people from his constituency or not, he has no mercy. They have to vomit that money. Because he spent money on his lawyers and his reputation was inconvenienced as a result.
Okay.
We spent a lot of money, over 181 million, that they must pay us. If they fail to pay us, we shall go and attack their land. If they don't have land, they will go and rot in prison. But I am very happy that the case has come out very clear. I did not reach even a single vote. Neither did I bribe anyone.
Did he say they should go and rot in prison?
If they have land, they will go and seize their land. That is so merciless.
They should go and rot in prison.
As a member of I feel like as a member of parliament who still has ambitions to stand again, I think it's a little too much. You know? Forgive them. They are your people from your constituency, and that is how people behave. Show maturity as a leader, and say, you people,
because you're from Soroti.
Yes.
I'd forgotten. And the other day you were telling me how you're from Nakaloke. Where are you from exactly?
Why do you want to know? Just take what I give you. Today I'm from Soroti. Tomorrow I may be from Nakaloke.
And then next you might be like from Barara. Who knows? Anyhow, besides that, you see, we've been seeing cases of monkeypox.
Yeah.
In the rest of the world, We've been seeing severe cases reported in, was it Belgium?
I think there are over
a couple of countries.
There are many, over 20
cases,
countries that
over
have
20 cases.
Yeah.
Now
Europe,
guess what?
Many countries.
Monkeypox yatuuse tayari iko hapa mu Uganda mwali, and so far we have 6 cases that have been isolated. 6.
Yeah, 6 people have been isolated. The samples have been taken to South Africa because currently Uganda doesn't have the reagents to carry out those tests.
How long does it take to?
But these people had contacts with people who had monkeypox. 2 of them are from the DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo. So they crossed over to Uganda and they are presenting with some signs and symptoms. So the Ministry of Health has isolated them in Kisoro.
As the cases of COVID-19 are also going high again.
COVID-19 are also going high now.
Yesterday,
the Ministry of Health announced 124 cases in one
new
day.
Ones.
New ones. That was of 8th. As of 7th, they announced yesterday 8th. 124 new cases.
God help us, because we can't handle monkeypox and COVID-19 at the same time.
Which one is more dangerous?
Monkeypox.
COVID-19.
COVID, you
monkeypox.
Pamela, there's a way you're sugarcoating monkeypox. Let me give you the exact. Let me show you an image of someone who has monkeypox here. You have blisters that have pus.
Yes.
You have a fever. You have a headache.
Yes.
It's like
nausea and all that. Yes.
Everything. And the diagnosis requires a PCR test. You understand? And the virus spreads from people. Just like Ebola. You know,
the difference
just
between COVID,
similar to viruses like Ebola, transmission happens in close proximity, number one.
Yeah.
Body fluids, number two. Respiratory droplets, just like COVID, number three. And also contaminated material, such as if you touch this when you have monkeypox.
It's like hepatitis if you
and
touch
I touch it
some
as well. So which means we shall need to sanitize as well.
So when you tell that somebody has got monkeypox, the good thing is that it presents with some of these symptoms that can easily be seen.
Exactly.
The blisters,
especially. Number one.
Yeah. So if
some people have huge pimples, don't mistake them for blisters.
So if you see someone having this, I think that is your call now to keep distant contact with them.
But look, listen.
That's the advantage. The disadvantage with COVID is that we might sit in a taxi and someone, because COVID, like, it keeps
you remember
brewing,
COVID season 1
for 2 weeks.
COVID season 1 when you used to sneeze and people ran away.
Until now that the COVID is even worse because it's airborne. Like it attacks. And it affects many people. Like
the similarities between monkeypox and COVID-19 is that one, you require a PCR. Two, what you touch can also be a means of,
that's
spreading the contact.
True.
And then there's also, we encourage to put on face masks to avoid
Yeah,
contamination,
that one.
especially
Yeah,
from respiratory droplets.
Maybe that one is when you're in close, like maybe if you're going to see a patient.
Exactly.
But with COVID, you must put on a face mask. Because
where are these 6 people now?
They're in Kisoro. So the reagents, their samples have been taken to South Africa so that they test them.
To confirm.
To confirm. When they come back, we shall officially declare that, you know what?
Uganda
has monkeypox. But the Ministry of Health has said that they are ready, that they are able to deal with it. They'll be able to contain it somehow.
Mugume.
No, monkeypox should not scare you so much, Bambi.
16 zezakavako kutano ngatumaliriza the numbers of young people committing suicide in the country is alarming, is extreme, and experts say there's a call for regular dialogue. We have had, in the past 6 months, we've had cases reported. The latest is a kid from Wanyange SS who committed suicide. Over being tracked by the boyfriend.
Yeah, those are the rumors.
You imagine?
Those are the rumors, but we don't know the exact reason. Could have been that she was having esteem issues, or maybe she was just not interested in school. We don't know, but those are the rumors from some of her friends. That
remember when we sat here in the same chair
in
2020 and I told you that the effects of COVID-19 are going to be seen a couple of years after? They're just unfolding.
We are starting to see suicide.
It's only going to get worse. Give us like 5 years.
We shall see many people killing themselves.
This is Galaxy.
The young people are navigating new milestones and they are preparing for adult roles. And these roles involve education, employment, relationships. So these transitions can definitely lead to various mental health challenges that can always be associated with an increased risk of suicide.
When you see bridges where people sometimes jump off, just putting a sign, something that will spark someone's, thinking and say, let me try life once more. That can actually make all the difference between let me take my life or let me keep living.
Let me start off with you. How often do you talk to someone?
What do you mean how often? I'm talking to you right now.
No, how often do you sit down?
As in talk, as in personal issues.
Exactly, and cry and vent and just let your soul out. How often do you do it?
Well, I have people that I talk to, but not so often. It's not when I choose to talk to someone about something really personal.
See how you're doing.
It is when it has reached. I'm trying to explain it. It is when it is not often. When I choose to do it, I do it when I have reached a point where I seem not to have a solution, where I feel so broken.
Yes.
That is when I say, okay, let me share with someone.
Crying.
Yeah, when I cannot control, find a way out.
You go and look for a shoulder to lean on.
Yeah.
And you lean on the shoulder, and the shoulder leans on you, and you lean on each other.
This is 100.2 Galaxy FM. Zzina. Bringing you all the fun. This is Galaxy FM.